1947. The months leading up to the Indian independence were of huge significance, for it did not lead to the birth of one nation, but to the birth of two separate nations.
Behind me, about 2 kilometers that way, is the Wagah border, where the exchange of flag ceremony happens, where across the border is Pakistan. As we celebrate
India's 70th
independence, we embark on a momentous journey from right this very spot, as we head eastwards 3,000 kilometers on a celebration of diversity, plurality and culture.
The first stop on our route is the city of Amritsar, just 30 odd kilometers east of the Wagah border. In the fading light of the Amritsari sky, the Golden Temple beckons, and we readily answer its serene call. The temple itself is located in the middle of a large water tank called Amrit Sarovar and shines like a beacon of guidance to the thousands of devotees who throng the holy grounds each day. A hop, skip and jump from the serenity of the Golden Temple lies the hallowed grounds of the infamous Jallianwala Bagh. On the festive day of Baisakhi in the spring of 1919, Brigadier General Dyer marched his troops into this area through this narrow lane. Over the next 10 minutes, his troops fired 1,650 rounds of ammunition on an unarmed crowd of people who were peacefully protesting the Rollat Act. The area has now been turned into a garden with a memorial and is a popular haunt for locals as well as tourists. From Amritsar, it's a straight run to the national capital, nearly 500 kilometers due east. A relic of the British Raj that has been transformed into a glowing symbol of our independent republic. New Delhi is now a melting pot of cultures, cuisines and attitudes, best witnessed at the iconic Connaught Place. The India Gate, which houses the Amar Jawan Jyoti, dominates Lutyens' Delhi, a silent tribute to the thousands of lives that have been sacrificed on the altar of a free and sovereign India. At the other end of the Rajpath, in a sudden shower, the Rashtrapati Bhavan stands tall on Raisina Hill. This was from where British might held its sway over India once. Today, the tricolour flies proudly from its walls.
We've been out for about a couple of hours now on the Yamuna Expressway. It's a beautiful stretch of tarmac, over 150 kilometers of well laid out 6-lane highways with proper facilities at regular intervals. And our destination for tonight is Kanpur, which is a good 475 kilometers from where we started off in Delhi in the morning. But on the way, we are going to take a quick stop at Agra. After all, what is a road trip from Delhi to Kanpur without a stop at Agra to visit the Taj, isn't it? So far, the car's been holding up really well. It's done over 600 kilometers since we started off in Wagah the day before. And while we all know that the Alto is a great city car, on this drive so far, it's been destroying the common perception that people have that the Alto is probably not so capable when it comes to highway touring. We have been cruising for the last half an hour for about 110 kilometers an hour on this stretch of beautiful highway. 3 people on board, full complement of luggage on board. Car's riding beautifully, it feels stable, not a problem. It's a thumbs up to the Alto on the border-to-border drive.
No journey eastwards from Delhi can avoid the wonder that is the Taj. So, to the Taj we headed next. This wonder of the world was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to commemorate his beloved Mumtaz Mahal. It is best to admire the majesty of this mausoleum in the serenity of silence. Our journey then takes us to the city of Kanpur. Now, history tells us that some of the worst fighting in 1857 took place in this historic city. Unfortunately, very little evidence of that history survives in today's busy city. The only ode to those who died unsung is the Nana Rao Park, where a memorial exists.
We are now past the halfway mark in our journey eastwards towards the other border, which is about 1,000 kilometers that way. Now, next stop for us would be the city of Allahabad, which has the confluence of the two great rivers, the Ganga and the Yamuna. And after that lies the holy city of Benares, where we will be spending tonight. But I must tell you that about 10-15 kilometers behind us lies some very bad potholed roads through which this car, the Alto K10, has held up phenomenally well. Despite a full load, we have not had a single case of the suspension bottoming out or us being uncomfortable. And I must also highlight that the auto gear shift is working really well, because you just leave it in D and keep driving, keep cruising. Excellent, I must say.
We arrived in the holy city of Varanasi just in time to catch the spectacular Ganga Aarti. This ancient ritual has been performed on these very banks for centuries and pays tribute to the bounty of this mighty river that is the lifeblood of the northern plains of India. The distance between Varanasi and our next stop, Kolkata, is just shy of 700 kilometers. But the Alto K10 is more than capable of completing this journey by late evening. Kolkata, or Calcutta as it was then known, was the seat of British power in India until 1911, and much of its architecture is a testimony to the city's British roots.
So here we are, more than 2,000 kilometers away from the Wagah border, from where we started off nearly 4 days ago. We are here in Kolkata, the city of joy, and what you can see behind me is the Victoria Memorial Hall. We are going to spend a day here, and then from here we head to Taki, which is the end point of our journey, to go to the Indo-Bangladesh border. There we will stop at the river Ichamati, which defines the international border between India and Bangladesh.
The final 70 kilometers of our epic journey is conducted on the narrow and busy Bashanti highway. A quick aside to the Alto K10 here. On this journey, the car has proven all over again why it continues to be one of the best sellers in the country. Not to mention an overall fuel economy of close to 18 kilometers per litre.
It's the end of the road for us. Behind us is the Isamati river, and across there at the far bank is Bangladesh. It's been a wondrous journey, nearly 3,000 kilometers straight from the Wagah border in the west to right here in Taki, where India officially ends. On this journey, the Maruti Suzuki Alto K10 has been a fantastic companion, keeping pace with every step that we have taken. We look forward to many more such journeys. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to follow us on our social media channels.